Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar. Today, we're talking about posting Buyside on social media. We have a few tools that you can use to market yourself on social media, and we're going to be taking a look at those today. My name is Tom Shivlin. I'm the Director of Training here at Buyside, and I'm also joined by Todd Williams, our client success extraordinaire, who's going to be helping us out with our Q&A when we get to it, and then, of course, as we go through our presentation. So the first thing we'll talk about is how to share your home valuation site. So you have your HVS that you can use and that we can send out to people so we know where that goes and how we can share that. So we'll take a look at sharing that on Facebook and a few other social media sites. We'll also talk about how to share a buyer profile. So that is one of the things that you can share on your social media. So we have buyers out there. Well, we have our buyer profile that we can see. Well, we use social media in our business to make sure that other people can see what we're looking at. So we'll take a look at sharing your buyer profiles, and then of course, what it looks like on Facebook. What is that post? When we post it, what does it actually look like? And then of course, we'll have a Q&A. And if you have any questions about Buyside, go ahead and put those in the questions box that you see on the right-hand side, and we'll get to that when we get to our Q&A. Now, I do have everybody muted, so if you do have any questions as we go through the presentation, go ahead and put them in that questions box. Okay, so before we get started, it wouldn't be a Facebook presentation if we didn't mention our Buyside Insiders Facebook group. So this is where you can add in, this is where you can see tips and tricks, some best practices, some testimonials, and some videos on how to use Buyside and share your success stories. Or if you have any questions, feel free to put it in there. You can find that on Facebook under Buyside Insiders, or you can go to www.buysideinsiders.com and it will take you right to our Facebook group. Or if you have any questions, you can always email us at support@getbuyside.com, and you'll talk to one of our great support reps, including Todd. So you might even speak to him. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in. And this is what we're looking at today we're on our dashboard. So we're going to take a look at our marketing suite and go to home valuation site. So that is where we can start to see where we can share on social media. So the goal for us is to get somebody to get to this page. What is your home worth? So they can type in their address. I mean, that's the point, right? We want to give them that opportunity to see what their home is worth. So if we come in here and we put in an address, they can come in here and see what their home is worth. So we're not going to go through the page. We did that in a previous webinar, and I'll actually show you where you can see that. But you can see this home valuation page, and that's what we want them to get to. So we want them to be able to see all this information. Well, here's how we would do that, is we come to our marketing suite. So in our home valuation site, we're going to go over to share on social media. So there it is. So we click on that, and we're going to go down, and there are some social media icons. And you see that we've got Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We've even got 181 more. So let's go ahead and post this one. So let's do it. So we're going to click on Facebook, and it goes and gets my Facebook account automatically. So I can say, see what your home is worth. There we go, or however you spell worth. There we go. All right, so see what your home is worth, or whatever you wanted to put in there. It's got this great looking icon in here. Yours may look different, depends on the brokerage. I can see I'm going to post this to my news feed, but you know what? I'm actually going to make this only me. So now I'm the only one that's going to see this. So if you want to test this out, see what it looks like without actually blasting it to all of your people in your social sphere of influence, you can do that here by just going to only me. Or you can post it to your story as well. So if you want people to be able to see that, you get more interaction from your story, you can do that. And then we select post to Facebook. That's it. That's all we do. And away it goes. So now we have posted that to our Facebook. So before we go and check out what that looks like, there's one more thing in here that I want to show you that we can post. So we can go back to our dashboard. And we have our buyers up here. I can see I've got my 3-star buyer. For any of my 4-star buyers, it might be a good idea to do this. And that is go to your buyer, click on that name, and you see over on the right-hand side, share on social media. There we go. So I just clicked on it. So there we go. So I'm going to go back to my buyer, and I'm just going to click on public profile. So when I click on that, it's going to show me the public facing profile for this person. So what I could do is I could even just grab that URL on top. Let's go ahead and copy that. And I have my whole buyer profile in here. Where are they looking? What is the price range? What are the bedrooms? What are the bathrooms? So, and they're looking in the next 31 days. So I can post this out there and go, hey, if anybody's looking, this is the buyer that I have that's looking for this sort of listing. And it doesn't give them that buyer's name, but it does give them my name. So I know that if somebody's out there, they have a listing and they're looking to sell it, I've got a buyer right here. They can contact me and go, oh, I've got a listing in that area for that price range. Let's go ahead and put these two together so they can see all that. And then the full details we have on the bottom, but guess what it says? Contact Joe. So they actually have to reach out to you if they want to see those full details. So I can enter all this in and then I can see that great stuff so that they know what they're looking for. So is this the right person? So we have this great public looking profile, but I can also share on social media. So let's go ahead and do that. So I can do LinkedIn. So if I clicked on that, it would take me to LinkedIn. Again, it signs in automatically, that single sign on. Thinking of selling? I have buyers. There we go. So we can share in a post or send as a private message. So we can do that on LinkedIn. We can also do that on Facebook. Again, we have our really cool Facebook integration. It gives us that new cool image. There we go. Perfect. And I can say, check out this great buyer. There we go. So now we're going to put it in my news feed. It's only me, and I can post that to Facebook. And again, away it goes. So now I've posted two things on social media, and we've only been in this webinar for 4 minutes. So what we now know is that there are a lot of great ways that you can share this information. So if we go back into our marketing suite, we have social media, we have our email signature and our valuation links. We have the widget for your website. So if you wanted to share this in your email signature, you could do that as well. Get people to run that home valuation just by copying that text and pasting it in your signature or posting this to your website. So now we're going to go over to Facebook, and this is always a little dangerous when I put my actual Facebook live. Okay, there's nothing bad on there. Perfect. So I can actually go in and check this out. So let's go over to my page. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave this page. And I can see those posts that I just put up there. So I can see here it is. So now when somebody's scrolling through their feed, this is what they're going to see. So they can see that home valuation estimator, excuse me. So I can see what my home is worth. Let me check that out. Let me go ahead and click on that. Boom, there we go. So now we are inside that home valuation. It was that simple. So there it is. And again, with that buyer page, check out this great buyer. Thinking of selling? I have buyers. Let me check out this person. They can click on that if it's another agent that's in your social sphere of influence. If it's somebody that's thinking about selling their house, they might contact you and you could get a seller lead that way as well, just by posting that you have buyers. That's the whole point of using that home valuation site and your BMA. It's we have these buyers. So now we're posting this out there and they can see that I have all this great information. Cool. All right. So that's how we would share it on social media. So that was pretty quick. Let's go ahead and go over that just one more time to show you. And then we do have a bunch of other social media sites. So that's what it looks like on Facebook. You know what? Let's actually go back there because there is one more thing I do want to show you. So let's go back home. And there is another way for you to share this is if you want to create your own post, what we can do is add in, let's say, check out this great, or check out what your home is worth. Check out what your home is worth. There we go. So now I'm going to tab it down a little bit, and then we're going to go back to our page here. So I think it's that one. And we're going to go back, and now I'm on this page. So I can actually just copy this URL, and this is just a way to show you that you can get there in a few different ways, is using that native integration. Or if I want to control a little bit more, I can go and create the post myself. So I've done that. Again, it gives me that great image. I can add in some photos, some videos. If I wanted to do a home tour or something like that, I could put that in there. And then, of course, they have that link that they can use. So now they can get that link that way. Now, if you're somebody that uses a Facebook business page, let's go ahead and leave that. And we're going to go to a Facebook business page. There's me. So I can write a post and say the same thing. Check out this, what your home is worth. There we go. And we can tab that down and paste it. And it gives me a few more options. So I have my photo here. I can edit the destination link. So if I want that to go somewhere else, I can also edit the settings, enter in my photos, my videos. I can get messages on that, or I can even create an event. So this is a post. So let's get out of our post here. I could create an event. So if that's something that I wanted to do, I could do that and then paste my link in there. as well. So the event name and the description, and it's even look at what your home is worth. So if you had an open house and you were just looking to get some new leads through that, you could put that in there as well. Whew. Okay, so that is our social media. We covered a little bit of Facebook, a little bit LinkedIn, and you really have access to any number of social medias that are out there. So you can see your social media and use this as a tool to start to market to people. Because remember, when we're marketing, when we are starting to get those new seller leads and transactions, those take 6 to 8 months to close. So hopefully all of this will be done in the next few weeks, and we can start to bring those seller leads in now. So even if somebody isn't ready to start listing, they can start the process, talk to the agent, get the ball rolling, and we can do that using a tool that is free to us and a distribution channel here, our social media, that is also free to us. So you can use all of that at your disposal now while we're sitting at home during this crisis. Okay, I see a bunch of questions in there. Todd, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our Q&A.
Let's do it, Tom. Good job, man.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so first I want to promote my Buyside on my professional Facebook, but the link on the Marketing Suite directs to my personal. Can I fix that?
Yes, you would. I believe, Tom, if you go back to the social share page, I believe what we're talking about is changing from your personal account to your page you manage. So we'll go, you know what I'm talking about, Tom? This would be on the top. If you want to post it straight to the page, you guys, that share to news feed or story, drop down, share on a page you manage, down, down, down. Click on that and you
There
can
we
pick
go.
that you're the owner of.
Cool. I've got 2 of them in there. So yeah, I could post this to Buyside right now. If you guys wanted to see it in the Buyside Insiders group, we could do that, or even share it to a group. So if you are a group, we could post it to there as well. So very good point. So yeah, you can post it here. And like we saw, if you wanted to grab the link to customize the post a little bit more, but this is a great way to do it. You have your full posting in here. So if we wanted to go to a page we manage, there we go. We'll post it to mine. And as Tom Shively, there we are. And we can add all of that great stuff in. So that's how we would do it. Very good question. Hello, I already tried to do it and it leads me to my personal Facebook page. Gotcha. Well, I think we just answered that one. And we do have a comment in here, which is great. And this also works for commercial properties. That is a great point. Yes, it does. Okay, when posting, I have a buyer on Facebook. Will it pull up buyers from your whole brokerage?
If you're posting your own buyer, that's going to be the only buyers you would be posting are buyers that you are representing.
Very good. So yeah, when we're posting our buyers, it's not going to be posting all of your buyers. What we're doing is posting a single buyer, and it does say that you have buyers. So now we can post one or break them out into separate posts, but you can do that. And the idea is to generate interest, is that you have a buyer that's looking for that listing or that type of listing. So we can post a few different buyers. But the idea is that it's the single one post. It's not posting multiple people in there as well. So remember, it is your buyers, but it is also that single person. Very good question. Will there be a copy of this after we're done? Oh, so is this being recorded? Yes, it is. And I do also want to, we can also show you where you can find that. So if you go to YouTube and you look up Buyside Training, we'll be right up on top. So there we go, Buyside Training, that's us. So you can click on that and see past webinars, some tips and tricks. We're going to upload a few more videos today that are going live, so you can see all of these if you wanted to take a look. And we'll also send an email out after the webinar that has this link in it as well, so you can come back and see the past webinars that we've done.
Make sure you subscribe.
Very good. That's right. Go ahead and like those videos and subscribe. Okay, on a business page, if you click photo video and put the link in the photo carousel with the link, you can paste that link in there and it won't show the URL, and it looks great. Thank you for sharing that. That's a great point. I really appreciate that. I see. Let's see. Okay, sorry. How do I log into Buyside? Love that question. Okay, so if you're in your CRM or if you're in your intranet, there will usually be a Buyside link in there. Now, Buyside is a single sign-on, which means once you log into your own system, the brokerage system, you click on Buyside and it will take you to your own personal dashboard so that you're not going to have to log in. So the best way to do that is go into your intranet, find Buyside, click on it, and it will take you right here. And then what you can do in the future is just save it. So what I do is I have all these links up here that are saved. So I can just drop this down and click on something. So if I go to Buyside, it'll bring me to my dashboard. All right, can we send this out as an e-card?
Sure. Yeah, if you wanted to use this URL on print media, or I guess you said e-card. Yeah, you would want to. You had it there, Tom. There you go. Tom's on it.
Yeah, so there's a few different options here. So if you hover over that link on the bottom, you can see it says print. I can also email this out. So if you wanted to, yeah, I think your e-card is going to be that one. It's also got Gmail. So if you are somebody that uses Gmail, there we go. So let's go ahead and click on that. I do use Gmail, so it'll just populate the email with the link in there, and I can of course embed that in a picture. So if you want to grab a screenshot and then link it, which you see down here, insert link, that's another way to do it. So you can do that. So it is social media. We said social media, but it really is print or email or however you like to send things out. You can do that. Okay. All right, what is the difference between posting to your story and posting to your newsfeed? Okay, good question. So if we go back, let's go ahead and just click on, and again, dangerous. Let's see what we have here. We're going to go to home. And okay, so in your newsfeed, that's everything when we scroll down here. So we can see that there's some stuff here. It's all these posts. This is your newsfeed. If we go up to the top and you see these are the stories. So usually these are maybe a few seconds each. So they're, you know, somewhere between 5 and 10 seconds each. So you can post that and it will have a link in your story so that people can see it. Now, a lot of times you'll get more people looking at stories than they will be at the newsfeed or more people interacting with it. So you might want to post it to both and see where you get that more interaction. So I know when I post things, for whatever reason, more people see it if it is in my newsfeed, or excuse me, if it's in my stories. So you have the opportunity to use both. Does this work on Instagram as well? And can we show an example of that? So the reason that we don't have Instagram on here is because Instagram works a little bit differently. Is you can post a photo, but it doesn't have a link behind it. So the idea for this is that we get people to click on it so that they can go to your home valuation page. That's the point, or to this buyer profile. The thing is Instagram doesn't work that way. So what you could do if you wanted to use Instagram for your business or this is put your home valuation site in the bio of your Instagram, and that you would do that on your phone. So you just go into your account, go into the bio and add that URL in there. And then you can make a post that says the link is in the bio, because you can't link things in an Instagram post, unfortunately. It just doesn't work that way. So you can post that photo of the actual screenshot of your home valuation site and then have guide somebody to it so they can go into your page. Hopefully they even like or subscribe into that if they're just finding it, and then they can click on that link and then get to that home valuation site, which they can then run because this is mobile responsive. Good question though. Okay, if somebody clicks on a valuation, where does that information get captured? Okay, so when somebody clicks on your home valuation, it'll take them to, I just closed it, there we go. So it'll take them to this page. So and again, your background image may be different. It'll have listings or homes or whatever your brokerage has put back there. So if they click on that, they can enter in their address. Now, just clicking on the link doesn't get captured, but what does get captured is when they run that report, because that's what's going to be valuable to us. So we can see my leads. So if we go under my leads, under your marketing suite, home valuation site, we can go to my leads, and it's going to show you, you can see no name provided. That's somebody that ran a home valuation site and they didn't give me any information. But what I can see is the owner's name that is on public record and the address. So I can use this as a mailing label, right? I can send them out a mailer. I can, if they did interact with the page, they claimed their listing. You can see I did that one for here. Or if they've done all three, they've done the monthly subscription on your home valuation site, they've asked you to contact them, they did send in an inquiry, so you'll see that under your messages as well, but this is that person, and they claimed the listing, it'll have their contact information here and the address. So now you have a few different ways of reaching out to these new contacts. So somebody that is interested, we can start that conversation. It's really simple, that's a really warm lead. Or somebody that didn't even, they ran the home valuation, they looked at the information that you had for that page and they didn't leave their name, but you can still use this to market to those people because now we do have the owner's name, the public record, and the address. So I can use that and say, hey, it sounds like you're interested in real estate or whatever your mailing cards say. If something about you as an agent, your brokerage, all of that great stuff to give them that contact information. So that is a very good question. Can you explain how to send the link to everyone in Messenger on Facebook? I can certainly try. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our social. We're going to go to Facebook. And is this something I can send out on Messenger, Todd?
I believe so. That drop-down menu again, send as private message. I'm not sure what
There
to
we
keep
go.
as. You might be
So
able
let's
to
see, who do I have?
take names and separate them.
There we go. So I can add that in there. Irene Guilfoy. Let's send this to my sister. Perfect. Send message. There we go. There it is. So that's what we would do is we would go to the Facebook icon there, click on it. It'll bring this up. She's going to text me in a minute. It's going to be really, what are you sending me? So there we go. But you have a few different options here. Share in a private message. There we go. And then you can just type out the names. Can I do all? No, I can't do all. Oh, I can do Allie though. There we go. Okay, so that's how you would do that in Messenger. Very good. How do I add a widget for this to my email signature, or do I need the entire link? No, you don't. So let's do this. Let me grab Gmail here. So let's do my email. We're going to go to Gmail. And so here's how you would add that to your signature. This is a cool way to mark it. So what we're going to do is go to the little settings icon and we're going to go to settings. There we go. So that's it. And now once we're in our settings here, we can scroll down and you have signature. Now this is going to be for any email platform. It's going to have a way for you to have your signature in here. So what I'm going to do is go back to my page here and I have my email signature instruction. So what I'm going to do is all I'm going to do is copy that text on the bottom because it's already a hyperlink. Then I can go into my settings and I'm going to put it on the bottom there so I can see get Buyside, but let's run that home valuations link. What's your home worth? There it is. So now somebody can click on this. You can even see the little hand icon. And now when I save that, that'll be as a part of my signature. So now when I click on it, they can go to that home valuation page. So that's how you would do it. Now let's say you want to keep the branding there. So you wanted to use this text or that font and you just wanted the link to go in there. Another way to do that would be to say, let's go up here, see what your home is worth. There we go. So now I've got that text on the bottom. What I can do is then link it. So you can see you've got the little link button there. So let's click on that. And it's what is the web address? So now if I go back, you can see I've got this text here, or I can just copy the link. So I'm going to select copy link on the bottom and then paste that URL. So now that is, and it goes to my site. So now I can select OK, and I've got my own hyperlink in there. So you can do that in two ways. One, just copy the text and paste it in there, or write in your own text and just make it a hyperlink. So that is how you would work that. Okay. Do we have, Todd, do we have a messenger bot?
A messenger bot. That doesn't.
I believe the answer is no.
Yes, that's not a feature of ours.
I don't think so. Yes. Now, if you did have a bot that does email people out, or if you find leads and it mines leads that way and it will email them, you could always add that link in there, and so that it will go out in your contacts. So, however you do that, if whether you're using something like a Mailchimp or any other email service, you can still dictate what the message says. So, if you want to put that link in there that has text that points towards your home valuation site, you can do that as well. We don't have a way of doing that inside of Buyside, but we do provide the link so that you can direct people to get those new warm leads. Okay. The last question I see is, what is a messenger bot? To be honest, I think that's just something that sends out emails automatically. So it's something that you can. It's not something that we have, so I don't really feel comfortable answering that question, but very good. That's all the questions I see. If you continue to have questions, you can always email us at support@getbuyside.com. Thank you very much. We do have 2 more webinars that are scheduled. We're going to schedule a few more out because I think the shelter in place has been extended another month, I think till the end of May. So we're going to make sure that we have these weekly webinars as long as we are at home. So go in and check that out. We do have those links for our go-to webinars. You can always check those out, and we'll see you next time.